Hey guys, it's Taylor. So I have three updates and then just kind of a fun fact about me. The fun fact I guess I'll go first with is I love piercings and tattoos. Um, I plan on getting a couple tattoos this year, and then I want to get my eyebrow right here, my snake bites, and then possibly my lip, or my not my lip, my tongue pierced. I haven't decided yet, but that's what I want to get this year. I just recently got my seconds on my ears, so I have those, and then I have on my right side only. I have my cartilage pierced. Um, but so that's that. My first update is that I have there's a glare. I have um, decided to go back to Taylor Lucas as my name instead of Tyler Lucas, just for the main purpose that it's easier for my family. I guess we all talked about it, and they decided that it was easier for them to call me Taylor just because that's what they had been used to for 19 and a half years now. So I just decided to go ahead and revert back to that. Um, Still go by he and all that, but they're still struggling with calling me he, but they're working on it. They're family. They have a tougher time. They've known you longer. My parents changed my diapers. They dressed me. All my friends saw me in dresses and pink shit and all that because of my mom. But so I'm going back to Taylor, but I'm sticking with Lucas. So that's my first update. My second one is I have not gotten any of my changes done, unfortunately. I have not gotten my name legally changed. I haven't gotten put on testosterone or any of my surgeries. Um, I'm right in between jobs right now, and I'm trying to save up for a trip. So I am working on that. I'm about to get this job that I just applied for today. So wish me luck on that, guys. But um, I just got to figure out how much everything costs and how accessible it is to me, how easy it is for me to go and get it. So that's my second update. And then my third update is I just got two new chest binders. I got a full tank and then I got a half tank. Um, and me personally, I like the full tank better. It depends for people because the full tank's going to, like, on your lower half where it's not compressed, it's going to accentuate your curves, really. Like, it makes me look bigger than I am because it hugs everything in real tight. So then it's like, oh, yeah. So, I'm a big guy. So I had to go up a size they have a sizing chart. But when I was looking at the sizing chart, I had to go up a size because they go from height, weight, and bust. And if you don't know what bust is, it's basically if you go right across your nipples, it's the size all the way around in inches. Um, so you measure all that, and then you go onto their sizing chart, and then they'll tell you what size you need. Well, I was right in between the two, but because I'm a bigger guy, I had to go up a size. So muscles and everything, I weigh about 200 pounds. So um, I went up a size, and it fits me perfectly. I love it. I have not worn the half tank yet just because of how comfortable and, everything that I am in my full tank. So right now I'm wearing it. I wear it a lot. I got it not yesterday, but the day before, and I hadn't got into them until yesterday morning. So, um, I, sorry guys, I'm tired. I didn't get very much sleep last night. Um, so I'm wearing the full tank right now, but I got it from gc2b.co. That's where I went to get them. So, go log on their website, check it out. The full tanks, I believe, if I remember correctly, are like $36, and then the half tanks are 33, I think is what it was. But I think most of it is, you have to pay for the binder itself, and then you got to pay a little bit for shipping and handling. They will ship anywhere in the U.S., but not outside the U.S. right now, if I remember correctly, I think is what it is. Um, but, so, that's what I got going on right now. Let me show you how good this compresses. So, this is me now. It just looks like I got, like some big pecs or something like that. Like I'm a little bit muscly up there. But, I like it that way. So, um, it's awesome because, now I don't have to go out and hide. Before I used to put on baggy everything to mask the fact that I had the features of a woman, So now I can go outside, and if I have my binder on, I can put on a button up and a tie like I like to wear, and people aren't like, oh, well, why does she look like a guy? Like, why is her hair cut short, and why does she wear a button up and a tie? Instead, having my binder on, I go outside looking like a guy, and people are like, dang, he looks good. Like, why is he dressed so nice? Where's he going? You know, people that know me, of course, are going to be like, oh, Taylor, look. And I'm like, yeah, cool. Later. But, so, I mean, it's nice, though, because now I don't have to hide. And not to discriminate or anything against anybody else, but trans people will understand this. They are so used to it, because when you finally feel like you're looking like the right body that you feel like you identify as, people start to notice. They're like, oh, hey, look at him. Like, if you're trans, and I mean, you don't wake up one day as trans, but if you're trans and the first day you go to look like you're identifying gender, and you go outside and somebody's like, oh, look at her, and you're like, oh, I'm not a her, I'm a he. And they're like, no, you have boobs. Well, then the next day, if you got a binder or whatever, you aced them up, whatever you did, and you go outside, and some guy is like, hey, what's up, homie, how you doing, what's up, what's good, guy? And, they treat you like the gender that you identify as. That is a feat. Like, it puts you on a high, like a confidence high, and you just feel great about yourself. Like, when I have my binder on and I walk up to somebody that doesn't know me and they're like, hey, what's up, dude? I feel great. Like, I've never been this confident, and unfortunately some people don't notice that. My parents are kind of confused about it. They're like, oh, well, why do you wear that? It's like, what? And, like, because it makes me feel like me. It makes me feel good. So, I mean, you just have to, I guess you just have to understand. Like, I know it's kind of difficult, but that'd be like if, and don't get me wrong, I can't really compare it, but in my mind, it'd be kind of like if, you're a blonde and you go outside and they're like, oh, look at this little blonde walking by. She's cute. Well, then the next day you go out and you dyed your hair red or something. They're like, ooh, your hair looks good. That's natural, right? Like, somebody's like, hey, yeah. Or, just something where people visibly see the change in you that you want them to see. That is what we as trans people feel when you identify us in the right way off the get-go. Like, I walked in to apply for a job today, and this lady was like, oh, you're so-and-so's friend. And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, oh, well, you're looking good. I mean, you're dressed pretty nice, son. And I was like, oh, thank you. Like, because usually before I got my binders, I used to go into jobs, and they're like, oh, yeah, well, she's this. And no, this lady turned around, and I was like, oh, yeah, he applied today. And I was like, yes. Like, I was so pumped. And, like, I came outside, like, we didn't have an interview or anything. I just put in the application. She said she'd call me within the week because they were busy. But I walked back out. My mom had given me a ride at the time, but I had walked back out to my mom's car, and I had this big-ass smile on my face, and my mom was like, oh, did it go well? Did you get the job? And I was like, nope. She's like, well, why are you smiling so big? I was like, oh, she called me a he. Like, just that feeling, So, I'm going to go ahead and stop there, guys, because it's already 9 minutes. I don't want to take too much of your time. You probably got bored halfway through and stopped watching or whatever. But if I can, I'm going to see if I can get some pictures posted at the end of before and after my binder, just to kind of show you the difference that it made on me. And again, if you have smaller breasts, you're going to look like slimmer, or flatter, I guess, whatever you want to call it. Me, I have like double D's, triple D's, something like that, because I'm a big guy. So, putting my binder on, it just kind of flattened them like that much, so it just looks like I have some muscle there, but I'm not flat. So, but I'm going to get off, guys, so go through my story with me, enjoy, watch, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. So, have a good one. I will catch you guys later with my next update, whenever that seems to be. Later.